I am Gilaham Farias and I will reveal the satanic organization that I had seen in a revelation in February 2019. I was arranging my life for I wanted to encounter the Lord, and I began to hear the testimonies of Robert and his father. I started praying to God. I said, Lord, if indeed what these men brought as revelation about the spiritual world is true, I also want to see the unseen world that surrounds us. I wanted the Lord to reveal to me the spirit world. So I said to the Lord, I doubt what is happening in the spirit world, but these secrets of Robert and his father were deep. The Lord went on to show me the spiritual world. It is when I cried in prayer that an angel of the Lord appeared to me. When the bright angel of God showed up, he revealed to me the operation and the reach of the diabolical hierarchy, which is written in Ephesians 6. The angel came to me at dawn. It was the first time. Never in my life had I ever encountered the angel of God before, and when I saw him I was marveling at his glory that I will reveal in this video. Brothers, I want to speak these revelations for the awakening of the church. Those who criticize should have been thanking God and also stay on the alert. I know they will try to devalue my experience and will get the people not to believe in revelations, yet Matthew 26:41 says, watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. We prayed so that we will not fall before the enemy. If you walk in doctrine and you are a watchman, you must watch and pray or you will fall into temptation. Even though the devil doesn't have a body, he will use the mouth of the brothers to manipulate those who don't watch. In Matthew 16 verse 22 and 23, the same Peter that was used by the Holy Spirit to say that Jesus is the Messiah, later his mouth was manipulated by Satan. Yet Peter was Jesus' most important disciple who have received the prophecy and the key of heaven. Let's watch and let's stop thinking that demons can't manipulate our mouth with these critics. If you don't watch, the demons will manipulate your mouth because you don't have the slightest idea of the evil power that the demons have in the spiritual world. The issue in the mouth of God's people is the tongue and the gossip and slandering. Near my home, I know brother who persecuted me, yet he walked in line with the Lord. He isolated himself from the world of social networks and also television, but he argues with his wife to the point you can even hear their scream. He came after me after hearing my testimony. He has not watched and pray. He made room for the devil. Brother, I will now talk about my encounter. Brother, what happened to me was an experience out of my body, for I don't have the gift of sight. In that day I was praying at dawn. Quickly the angel of God descended to me and took my soul from my body. When my soul left my body, immediately I could see the powers of Satan in the air. They gave orders and instruction to demons that operate and act on the earth. These powers are chief demons. Each of them ruled a legions of demons of the air. I saw the hosts of evil that were demonic armies. They are scattered in various places, such as the land, in the seas and also in the airs. I saw demon castes using groups of demons that are legions that walk the earth. I saw the dominators who are the demons that owns people's bodies. These demons are unclean spirit, work only to destroy a person's body. They can dwell in their bodies for they are dwellers of bodies and habit in them. Not all demons dwell and possess people bodies. There are demons that aim to disrupt people's lives through bad luck, putting a barrier in people's lives and making it difficult for believers. They persecute the believers. I call on God children to resist to temptations in the end time. These demons make war against Christians, but they can demonize them, cannot possess them. The hosts of the earth are fighting against the believers within the church and also in their homes. These demons are assigned. I remember when we were praying, the vision was activated. I saw a demon around my house, but there was a wall of fire around my house. As we prayed, that wall of fire did not allow these demons in my place. In this vision I also saw marine spirit who dwell in the waters. They are the ones who sank ships and also boats, and they enter animals and cause them to devour people. These hosts kill people by drowning in rivers and in the seas. They shake the waters, forming wave. They make the seas angry and even rotate make in the waters. They shook the waters, forming tidal waves. Among them in the water you also have the demon Lemanja and Black Unamis. They are entities that are part of the spiritual world that controls the waters. There were mermaids and other demons that live in the water. There is one of the leader who command the spiritual underworld, the marine world. He is Poseidon. He is a strong identity that command are not demons. He is a flaky entity and looks like a human. Let me talk about the hosts that flies over the air. These are demons that have wing. They looks like hairs of flying zeal and buzzards in naked eye. They are devils of 1 meter, 2 meter and 3 meters. These demons shoot down planes, helicopter and other space engine. The 9 powers of air are demons that dominates the outer space and all the universe. These space demons wage wars in the sky and prevent our prayers from going up to God. These powers try to prevent the angel of God from bringing a blessing to God's people. These are thrones and powers who reign in the universe. They reign and they make law and give orders to demons to attack the earth. These powers work signs in the sky and make fire fall from heaven. In space I also saw the principalities reigning and ruling various parts of the world. What I was allowed to see was 28 principalities of different part of the world. They rule the 4 corners of the planet. And there were 7 principalities in the north, 7 in the south, 7 in the west and 7th in the east. Their thrones are on the earth. These thrones are in places like the mountain peaks in places very high. These mounds are evil places from the earth. There are thrones and powers that rule entire nations of people of different language and cultures and religion. They dominate in places where sects and false religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism and Islam are prevailing. These are territories where principalities dominate. There are also places where Satanism and New Age dominates. In these places there are princes who work for the kingdom of darkness where there are giants. There are castes of demons who work for them. All that these princes instruct countless demons, they carry out their instruction. These demons cause destruction at the behest of these principalities. These principalities are called kings in the spirit world. Today the kings of Persia are principalities that rule the countries like Iran, Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, Jordan, Egypt, Turkey, Afghanistan, Pakistan and Libya. All these countries are Muslims and they persecute Christians. The kings of Persia still dominate their territories. One of these princes was transfigured into the angel Gabriel in order to deceive the Prophet Muhammad in false religion. These principalities founded and propagated Islam in these countries to prevent the entry of the gospel in their territories, where I saw an army of demons that surrounded the entire Muslim territory. They are posted as guard and watchmen so that men of God will not breach their land in order to preach the gospel. They mark their territories. But I saw a Christian who managed to get inside Iraq to evangelize. This Christian managed to get inside the fortress of evil. The demons couldn't see this believer, not even the king who command the infernal troops. This man was covered in the blood of Christ from head to toe, that prevented evil forces from seeing him. I saw principalities that are in the air, some are in the universe and others well above the clouds. Some of them stay in the atmosphere and others stay out of this planet. These principalities are so strong that they can shoot meteor, asteroids and even comets, or any another space stone on our planet. I saw that there was also a prince who had his throne in the air. I had never seen such a principality. He was terrible and so big that he was 9 meters tall. This principality also governs legions of demons that dwell. This prince is called Apollo and was worshipped by ancient Greece. They even made statues for him. This prince was very close to the sun for he was shining like a star. He is called the brilliant and bright prince. He stands on the heights of universe and order the demons to create recipes. He also inspire authors and writers to produce movies and rhythms in music. And there were an army of female demons working for him. These entities are evil muses that work in the spirit world. They encourage women to be role models, sexy dancers and prostitutes. Within this evil army there was a chief muse who receives orders from the principality and passes them to legions of demons muses. These muses instigate sexual pleasures of seduction and also of dance here in Brazil. Other classes of sexual demons that are in fact the pages. This principality called Apollo drops fire from heaven in the churches. This Apollo receives unholy praises from singers. These praises they rise in the form of incense to God, but God then rejects them back to earth and Apollo welcomes them. This prince has wiggled many souls for him. He have also protected his agents on earth. Apollo is also called the spirit of the heat for making signs of fire in the sky and also for having throne next to sun. I also saw an army of demons nymphs that works for him. The legends of the Greek was inspired by these demons. The satanic spirit are luxury spirits and these demons get women to fool men. These demons encourage women to have plastic surgery. These devilish spirits still gets rituals that is in the forests and seas and the mountains. Today he impersonate other entities not like before when he was worshipped. This Apollo principality in Hebrew is Abaddon and will be released on earth. He will be one of the kings of Satan who will open the abyss post to command the most terrible demons that will be loose on earth. Apollos will receive the key from the Lord to open the pit. This demon is close to Satan. He is one of his kings which he trusts and he will lead the troops from the abyss and will come to the surface. My spirit was taken to the Asia within the Middle East and there was a great principality reigning in these countries. The names of these countries are Israel, Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey, Iraq, also Iran, and God revealed to me the name of that evil prince. His name is Belial and one of the Reds of Satan. This king sent layman demons to destroy families putting up disunity, addiction, fights, drugs and drinks. The Satanist who makes a pact with Belial gets high positions, higher recognition in the world. I saw a Satanist and the sexual impact of his ritual. He was supposed to keep having sexual intercourse with several women at the same time, and a newly born baby was killed in sacrifice, and the prostitutes bathed with the child's blood and drank it. There was evil force that controlled their mind. Afterward I saw people with wicked mind. I saw Muslims killing the Christians and cut their bodies. This demon make Muslims persecute Christian women. This principality is perverse and incites wickedness in men and controls the mind of the people, placing a desire to see pornography. In television there is a principality that make people be idolaters. He also encourages people into modernity, vanity and the things of the world. He makes people attached to material goods. Today we see children killing their parents to keep their inheritance. The Lord told me that Loyal is one of princes of iniquity and also of destruction. He has taken many souls to hell. This king of the Middle East is one of the kings from Persia that acted in the old days and still keeps acting. He has also raised false prophets and wizards. He has been putting a drink attitude on people's mind. The drunks who can't break free are under the magic of this demon. Some people wonder asking, Zipleater the god of alcohol is also the god cigarette. I'm talking about the countries in the Middle East. Pilintra is just a demonic entity that acts in Brazil. Joe Pilintra is not the principality but an evil spirit receiving orders from the boss. I'm talking about demons from other side of the world that are worse than that in Brazil. Each country has its own demons. The demons that work in Brazil's sexual area, he is a type of sex demons acting in Asia. There are other types of demons. Satan is not omnipresent to be in various places at the same time, so he have thousands of demons that spread to the four corners of the world. Death cannot be at all places at the same time, but millions of death spirits are scattered around the globe. These reapers gather the souls of people who die all over the planet.